What's up, everybody? How we doing? Happy Monday. I hope everybody's jacked up, fired up, and excited because I'm going to talk to you today about how to, it's funny. We always talk about like closing the month and how to capitalize on a big sale, but it's like, what do you do after the sale, after the big push, after everybody's like saturated their social media with a promo or they've pounded on their list? And this is interesting because years ago, we actually started getting into online marketing, monetization of our personal brand, launching courses and doing, like all these different things outside of network marketing to monetize. And when we would have a big launch, a big course that we were promoting or a big event we were promoting, you would just like hammer your list, right? You're pounding your email list, you're posting about it, and that's good, but then at some point it ends. And then it's like, okay, now what? Like, I already pretty much promoted everything to everyone the last, let's say, 4 days, 6 days, 2 weeks, whatever you're promoting, right? It's like, okay, now what? Well, in network marketing, like in our business, we just had this insane promotion. We had one of the biggest sales we've had all year long. Now, I know it's only the third month of the year, but it was huge. We did like $600,000 in a matter of days, just our team alone. Absolutely smashed it, all because people love this free spoon. I swear it's crazy. But with that being said, it's like, okay, now what? Right? I just pounded my list. I followed up with everybody and their brother. Like, I was posting my stories. I was going live. I was doing this. I was doing that. Our ATM groups, we were posting. Now what? Well, a couple things. Number one, and this is an interesting conversation that I've been having a lot. Why work so hard to find people? I want new followers. I want friend requests. I want views. I want engagement. I want comments. I want leads. I want new customers. I want new teammates. And then it's like you work so hard on the front end, on the back end, like having conversations, loving on people's posts, creating content, like all this front end work. And then you don't follow up with the people that you ATM. You don't follow up with the people that bought your product. You don't reach out to the new marketers on your team and see how you can help them, ask them questions, see what kind of support they need. You don't reach out to your new followers and your friend requests and thank people for loving on your posts or sharing your posts or smashing the heart button. In fact, can you all smash the heart button so I know you're there? What's up, Victoria? What's up, Amber? So we're live right now in like 7 different places, multiple Facebook groups. We're live in multiple places. Like Instagram, YouTube, all the places. And I know that this is a constant conversation in our business. I don't know about yours, but in our business, it's a constant conversation because we do these amazing promos. But here's the truth. The promos are good because it gives you an excuse to reach out to your fence sitters. It gives you an excuse to reach out to all the people that maybe ordered in the past but haven't ordered in a while, or they've been a little wishy-washy. Anybody ever get ghosted, right? Anybody ever have like someone that says, I'm going to go to your link right now, and they don't buy, right? They don't order. They don't join the team. And you're like, what happened? It's like aliens. The aliens abducted them, right? They disappear. They vanish. The point I'm making is I love promos because you can knock people off the fence. This is me flicking them off the fence. There's an excuse to get started, right? Maybe there's a business promo. Maybe there's a limited time offer like buy one, get one free, or buy this and get a free product, or, certain specials, discounts, whatever. The point is, it gives people a reason to buy. But when I was in the mortgage industry, I did mortgages for about 4 years, and I was the number one loan officer in the entire company for 3 years in a row. Well, actually, no, I was rookie of the year, and then I was number one, I think, for 2 years, maybe not my last year. It's been a while since I did mortgages. So I was at least number one for 2 years. I know that, and I was rookie of the year my first year. The point is, whether the rates were low or high, the market was good or bad, it was the middle of the summer, it was the holidays, it didn't matter. I was on the phone. I was on the phone. It didn't matter if there was a promo. It didn't matter. That was my job, is to show up every single day, even when the rates sucked, even when people weren't returning my calls, even when it was, at night or the weekend, or that was my job. My job was to make 100 calls a day. And I knew if I made 100 calls a day, I was going to make money. I knew if I made 100 outbound calls, now sometimes the money was easier because the market was really good and the rates were really low. And sometimes the market sucked because the rates went up. I mean, it was just like, there was ebbs and flows, just like in any business, there were ebbs and flows in real estate. But the reason I made $600,000 in 4 years is I worked every single week, every single month. I always did my job. It didn't matter what the rates were. It didn't matter what was going on in the economy. It didn't matter if it was nice weather, if it was the middle of the summer. Like I said, like there's times where people are not really interested. Like, let me give you an example. In mortgages, you would call someone November and they say, call me after the holidays. Call me after the holidays. Can you imagine how many people said, call me after the holidays? And guess what? After the holidays, I called every single one of them. Typically, I would call people between Christmas and New Year's, but a lot of times I'd wait until after like the 3rd or 4th day of January to really start like doing all my follow-ups. The point is, you put in all these new customers. You signed up 3 customers or 3 marketers. You got new people coming in your business. Now the fortune's in the follow-up, not just with the people on the fence, but also with your new marketers, with your new customers. Reach out, see when the products arrive, or if the products arrived, give them some instruction. Maybe you create like a support chat for all your new people. Maybe you're promoting, like we have this program called 5-Day Drop. So we could put 3, 4, 5, 10 people in that chat that are all doing the drop so they can do it together. Maybe you signed up a bunch of new marketers on your team the same week, the same couple weeks, put them in a chat together so they can feed off of each other and they have that additional support. Maybe you got a bunch of new customers and now you're like, hey, did you know ... we have a really great referral program. Now, see, I say ... because I know some companies do have a great referral program. Like we have an amazing referral program where customers can refer customers and they can earn cash. They can earn these like referral credits, these rewards for promoting and not getting commissions, but they're getting credits towards free product, right? So maybe you have that. Maybe you're doing a giveaway, like in our organization, we're always giving away, like I've given away electric bikes, $800 cash. I've given away, right now, I think we're doing a treadmill, right? We've given away MacBooks and all kinds of things, Pelotons. The point I'm making is come up with an idea to encourage your customers to refer other customers. Maybe they do what we call a social shout out post. That's a big giveaway we do every single month on our team. Maybe you call them referral posts. The point is getting a customer to start referring customers. Maybe that customer knows other people that would want to lose weight, get in shape, look younger, feel better, have more energy, use like a gut health product. The point is there's a lot of gold in your existing customers. It's amazing how we work so hard, again, to get followers, customers, new recruits, and then we leave them hanging because it's like, all right, got them, next. I'm done. Next. No. Some of my best marketers on my team, some of my biggest leaders started off as a curious customer and they lost 30 pounds in 60 days or 100 pounds in 6 months or a year, or they lost 30 pounds with our 5-day drop like my boy Sloppy did. I mean, it's just insane, right? So it's like, why would you keep it a secret? What about talking to your new customers about the opportunity to monetize their social media? Maybe they'd be interested in making extra money. It's interesting. Years ago, I used to always say, do you keep your income options open and ask people if they want to make a lot of money? And then I stopped because I realized most people don't believe they can make a lot of money doing some side hustle, some side gig. Like it created a lot of skepticism, right? Sounded too good to be true. I would hear that a lot. So now I just say, hey, we help people make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month from their phone. Most people, if you think about like normal everyday people, like how many of us are like, I think I'm a normal everyday person, John? An extra $500 a month is like a lot of money. So why wouldn't you ask those new customers that just ordered, hey, did you want to take a peek at the opportunity? Maybe you'd be interested in promoting the brand like I do. I don't know if you'd be open, but could you use an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? If so, I could show you how you can do exactly what I'm doing. No recruiting or team building required if you just wanted to promote. It's like affiliate marketing on steroids. I'd be happy to share some information, share a 2-minute video, add you into a group, introduce you to my mentors. Like, why not ask your customers to do a social shout out post? Why not ask your customers if they're open to the opportunity? Why not? Because look, the fortune's in the follow-up, y'all. So that's one thing. The second thing is you need to generate some new leads, right? So when I would have one of those big launches that we would do, would be launching a course, a coaching program, a 6-week series, whatever it is. Maybe I'm launching like one of Ray Higdon's programs or Fraser Brooks' program. Like I was just promoting Fraser's 5-day. How many of you are doing his 5-day summit that's happening right now? So once you hammer your list, right? Project broadcast, email, your ATM groups, like you're following up with people individually on Messenger. It's like, okay, now I got to go back to what? Value-based content. Value-based content. The promo is over. The sale is over. The month is over. So this is my mindset. Now you should write this down because this is important. To look at certain times of year, like the spring is probably going to be better than the fall, right? November is typically better than December. You just have to know like the good times when you should really push and maybe the slower times. Now, here's what's interesting. When things are slower, you should work harder. I mean, that really is the reality, but it's fine. I know some people they like to take off during the holidays or slow down during the holidays because they had a huge November. They got their big monthly check in December. Awesome. Maybe January, you're ramping back up, but you know that like the work you do in January pays off in March. So all the people you see killing it right now in your company, the people you see that are dominating the leaderboards, like we've got Ashley Dawes and Michelle Churchill right now, and probably some others, but I know those two at least are both over 50,000 personal points, 50,000 in personal sales. Personal, not team, just their personal sales. It's like silly. But a lot of those customers came from them going live every morning for months, showing up every day in their story for months, consistency for months, connecting with people on the front end, connecting with people on the back end, right? Creating content like consistently. So the people reaping the benefits in March are the ones that worked hard through the last couple months of the year. They worked really hard the first couple months of this year. So if you go, oh man, I'm not getting the sales, I'm not converting like these other people, what am I doing wrong? Well, number one, maybe you just haven't been doing enough long enough to get the results. So it's not necessarily that you're doing something wrong, but you might just not be doing enough of it yet. Like you haven't been doing it as long as them, right? Number one. Number two, I think the other thing we have to realize is that some of us just aren't, and I talked about this on Friday, and I never mean to hurt feelings, but some of us are not very trustworthy yet. Maybe we've been in a bunch of different businesses. Maybe we're talking to a bunch of cold market strangers. You have to be okay with people that start following you today are probably not going to buy from you tomorrow. They don't trust you yet. They haven't seen enough of your content. They haven't heard your story. You don't show up often enough or interestingly enough for them to pay attention. I'm just keeping it 100. There's a lot of competition these days, right? But the way I look at it, in the beginning of a month, the first 2 weeks of the month, I'm all about connection, content, value. I try to ATM my face off the first 2 weeks of a month. Write this down. So I kind of gave you like my annual mindset, right? When there's like better times, like right now, March, April, May, June are typically better than December, January, February. Then it might taper off a little bit in the middle of the summer. It's just the reality. People are going on vacations or getting kids back and ready for school. September and October, it ramps back up like January, February. Boom, November is the biggest month of the year for most people, but only the people that work hard through the summer and the early fall into the holidays crush it in November. Does this make sense? But this is like prime time. In my opinion, November is awesome, but it's just one big month. But March, April, May, June, by far, in my opinion, in fact, let me know in the comments if you agree in your company, you've seen this over the years, that the spring into the summer months are like the best. Why? Well, I guess maybe if you're doing health and wellness like we are, we're helping people get in great shape. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to look good before bathing suit season. Anyway, now let me talk about monthly. My monthly mindset is in the beginning of the month, first 2 weeks, oh my gosh, content, connection, creating conversation, going live, value, barely selling at all, ATMing, adding people to the ATM groups, tagging people. Now you're still selling, you're still recruiting, just not as aggressively because there's no what? Promo. Then in our company, we typically do a mid-month promo. Now, if you don't have that in your company, create your own promo. If you make 30% or 20% on a first order, rebate them 10%. Come up with your own promo. Do product giveaways. I just told you, in our team, we do product giveaways. We do grand prizes. The point is, you can come up with your own promo. You can have your own excuse to follow up with people. So in the beginning of that month, the first 2 weeks, it's all about like connection, creating new conversations, meeting new people, right? You're ATMing, and then boom, mid-month promo, you can start knocking off fence sitters. Mid-month promo ends. Now what? Well, now you got 2 more weeks before the end of the month. So you go back to business as usual. Quality content, engagement, create entertaining, empowering, or educational content, right? The 3 E's: entertain, educate, empower. Create relatable content if you can, and then engage, right? You're loving on other people's posts, loving on other people's stories, sending new friend requests, accepting new friend requests, reaching out to new followers, wishing people happy birthday. You're reaching out to 5, 10, 15, 20 people a day just to say, hi, how are you? What are you up to? You're paying attention to the people that are paying attention to you. You're reaching out to people that are watching your stories. You're doing all that stuff. You're ATMing people. You're finding people that are open. I know this is a shocker, but you can ask people if they're open. How would you like to drop 5 to 10 pounds in 5 days? How would you like to monetize your social media? Have you ever tried a gut health product? I'm just curious. Have you ever tried collagen? I'm just curious. You can reach out to people and ask them if they're open to the product. I found a game-changing fat blaster system, and it tastes like chocolate pudding. Would you be open to trying it? It's got CLA. You ever heard of CLA? The point, and I'm just giving you more language like for our company, our products, but I'm just telling you, like, you have got to plant seeds. And the beauty is month end, and again, for our company, we do an end of the month promo, but month end, there's a lot of urgency. There's a lot of urgency at the end of the month. So now you planted seeds at the beginning of the month, you knocked off the fence sitters mid-month. Then you go back to business as usual, right? The 2 weeks after the mid-month promo, making friends, having conversations, engagement, creating content. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? It's so simple, right? And then end of the month, you got another excuse. You got another excuse for someone to join the team, for someone to buy some product. By the way, you guys see me representing my new Oriole shirt. We were #1 team last year. This year, we actually have to win the World Series. So just putting that out there. So referral posts, social shout outs, same thing. You know, help onboard your new people, help them start posting, help them start prospecting. People ask me, what should I do? I'm brand new or I'm relaunching my business. What should I do? I'm like, you should be posting and prospecting. You can do one or the other, but I'd recommend doing both. I would never sit back twiddling my thumbs. I hope someone asks me about my product. What? I hope someone asks me about making money. What? I think prospecting and posting is the key to success. And again, creating new quality content. So that's what I would do if I were you. You just had a month end promo, or you just had a mid-month promo end, or you just had something exciting where you push. Now what? Back to business as usual. Capiche? All right, y'all. I hope you got value from this conversation. If you did, make sure you subscribe. MyLifestyleAcademy.com, MyLifestyleAcademy.com, and you can actually join our free Facebook community. We have over 34,000 network marketers from various companies all over the world. It's a free community, MyLifestyleAcademy.com. And we also have a lot of our free resources like our social media prospecting recruiting guide with scripts. We have our podcast, our YouTube channel, our blog, all free resources, everything you need on our website, MyLifestyleAcademy.com. And I'm Matty 5000. Let's go have a amazing Money Monday. Peace.